What's good, everyone? It's your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again with another one. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? We already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do this first. All right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. It is what it is, though. So, we checking this one out, you know what I'm saying? It seems like the way this video has been broken down is that, Kevin Samuels is talking to this young lady, you know what I'm saying? And, she feel like her stepfather didn't do enough for her, emotionally or, however you want to try to put it, things like that. I mean, due to the fact that, we all know how men move. If you had a father in your life, men just move different. We just different like that. So, it kind of is what it is, though, people, but let's go here. Let's check this out. Let's see what type of news going down. And you already know we're going to put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times. All right.
How many siblings do you have?
I have a little sister.
How old is she?
She's 18.
So this man has been in your life since you were a toddler.
Yes.
But he's not the kind of father you would want.
In a way. Yeah.
Did he work?
If you would consider, selling drugs and, maybe having a little job here and there, yeah.
So he didn't have a legal job?
No.
Your entire life?
No. He got fired from working at a factory for being a illegal drug drug dealer. So.
Did he go to jail?
No, he just got fired. But my thing was, you never picked up another trade or you never picked up something else for your family.
Okay, so your mother worked?
Yes.
So was he a stay-at-home dad of sorts?
I would say stay at home if you were the streets.
Did he raise you or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have respect for this man?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like you missed out by not having your father there?
100%.
What has this man taught you?
Okay. Let me get on in here with a few quarters, nickels, and dimes. You know what I'm saying? Now, so far, we see that this young lady right here has had a man come into her life after her birth father now. He passed away, okay? So, hey, that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's just, it is what it is, okay? So there is no time to get to know anything there if your father passed away and you're like 1 or 2 years old. Of course, you're not going to remember him like that. Let's just keep this real. So now that, the mother, of course, moved on, you know what I'm saying, entertained another man stepped up and he thought enough of this young lady's mother to want to keep her.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
When, she already had her. So, I'm just saying. So he thought enough to want to keep your mother and mind it, let's just keep it real. And, now you trying to, piece together a puzzle that you don't have all the pieces to, because the pieces that you really need, only them two adults can answer it. And I'm pretty sure you're not asking the questions. That's the reason why you're trying to piece this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really know what the hell really went on with them two grown people. And who had money and who brought in what or who was doing what.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Man, y'all better cut this shit out here trying to judge your parents and stuff like that. You just better be glad if you had two good parents, man, you just better be glad you had two good parents when you living on this planet in the 21st century. Well, the late 19th century, 21st century. Y'all motherfuckers crazy.
Stay out of trouble, you know.
Does he love you?
Yeah.
If somebody came through the house, will he stand in front to take a bullet for you?
I believe so.
Thousands of people are using ice to help them slim down.
But you know what I'm saying? That's the whole point right there. That was a great question. Great question.
Man, I can't. I'm trying to be as delicate as I can, but
I can't get on.
I have an issue with so many black children don't have a father in the household, and your father was taken from you. I'm sad to hear that. But your mother picked this man, and I'm just gonna take your story as being what it is. He's never been to jail, so he is not like. So all I know, I don't even know how you know all this stuff.
Right.
His job history and work history and all that. But when you came home from school, your dad was around. Or was he gone for long periods of time?
He was around.
Okay.
He was in the house, but not in the house. I feel like he was physically there, but like not 100% mentally there. But
Have you had any therapy?
No.
You need some.
I know.
Because what you're trying to do is make a man, first off, let's be real, he ain't your dad. And the fact that he stepped in and tried to do anything for you, you really should be grateful.
Hey, he said it. He said it. I didn't.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
I'm just saying. You know, this young lady should be, I'm talking about overwhelmingly grateful for the situation that she's been, you know what I'm saying, pretty much provided by the fucking universe. God, you know, some of y'all don't believe in God. Whoever y'all believe in, it don't matter to me. I'm just saying, you know, at the end of the day, this young lady ought to be thankful. Real talk. She's sitting around here throwing people under the buses that at the end of the day may not even exist. This young lady just, throwing this man under the bus. Oh, he was a drug dealer and he did this and he lost his job there and this and that. How would you know all this, dingbat, if you was too busy in school your damn self? Every day. You every day in school. How the hell you know what this man doing every day? What the hell is you talking? Man, when are we going to get back to making some logical fucking sense around here? I'm talking about the women. Hell, some of you men too, yes. You know, but Jesus Christ, man, we really need the women to wake up out of this femisthesia and get back to the points of life. You know what I'm saying? Because that femisthesia is just fucking y'all up.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Not a damn thing.
This is trying to, he's not what you wanted. He's better than nothing.
Right.
And I'm trying to understand it. Would you rather have had nothing or him? Be honest.
Him, for sure.
Most kids don't even have that.
Yeah, you're right.
So you don't sound particularly grateful.
I know how it can sound, but I can't give you a full story. Like you said, I do.
I get it. I'm trying to get you to give me a full story. But I'm trying to tell you that you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're all flawed as human beings. We do the best we can. This man didn't have to come in and be a father to you. And as long as he didn't do anything bad to you, he didn't go to jail. He may not have been the model father you wanted. He may not have earned the kind of money you wanted. But you said he's a father, but not a dad, but not a father. And I need you to understand how that sounds to children who had nothing. They're like, I would have rather had another human in the house. And so I'm like, what are you judging him against? There's a standard out there. And are you judging him against what you think a father should be, and where'd that come from?
Yeah. Well, I think a father should be
Where'd you see that growing up?
in other households.
You didn't live in those households.
I did it, but
No, you visited those households you lived in.
did.
Right. And that's the whole damn point. You want to sit here and try to tell me that at the end of the day, when you go to when you have sleepovers and stuff like that as children and things like that, as a child, your mind ain't necessarily worried about what the hell grown people doing in the first damn place. You trying to kick it with your friend and play with the toys or video games or whatever it is you trying to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, what child is actually... See, and those are the pieces to the puzzle that growing up as children in households where you don't know what the fuck really went on, you're missing out on. Because at the end of the day, as a child, you're not collectively keeping those memories the right way. You know what I'm saying? You're not storing them the right way. I'm just being honest. You think you know what you know,
French toast is there to think about?
but you really don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth.
So when I visited, I seen.
You didn't know then. You don't know. Anybody can pretend. Yana fixed my life. Go ahead. I'm just saying. Mothers ruin sons. I'm saying that you visited. That's what I'm saying. Or correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I visited other friends, family homes.
You visited other friends like sleepovers?
Yeah.
Okay, young lady, anybody can pretend during a sleepover. It's like little black kids going to their white friend's house and they see their mommy and daddy's house and they see they got real Coca-Cola, not generic soda, and this and that, and then they got matching pillowcases and matching sheets and this and that, and then you come to the house and look at your mama like, well, why do we have generic this? Why, Timmy and mama, do you think how that makes them feel? So there's this segment on the Yana Fix My Life where this woman is sitting there to call her son, ain't saying he ain't no man. Because he didn't live up to the standard that she thinks. And the Yana is like, well, where'd he learn that? Where'd he learn that from you? I'm trying to understand where you got this picture of what a father should be. And where's your mother rank in this thing? So is your mother delinquent too?
No. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I can explain it.
I bet you don't.
Judging your father. Do you think you're judging your stepfather family?
No, I guess not. When you break it down, when you asking me, I guess I just have a opinion that. But when you break it down like that, and when you say you go to the house and you see Coca-Cola, and then we have generic bread at home, I can see what you're saying when you put it in that metaphor. So,
8 out of 10 black children don't have a man in the household.
how much?
8 out of 10 black children are born to single-parent households. Not only did you not have your biological father, you're one of the very few that have a stepfather that's been there your entire life and is still there. And you haven't told me what he does well. You talking about what he needs.
It's the ungratefulness for me, for real though.
To do better. Did your mother and this man have any other children?
Not besides my little sister.
So does he treat your little sister different than he treats you?
Hold up. Yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? And all the right questions got asked here. All the right questions got asked here. You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem with this. This young lady here is seriously, like I said earlier, I'm talking about she's throwing him up under a bus that doesn't even fucking exist. You know what I'm saying? Because she really doesn't know everything that actually went on. This young lady thinks, I mean, it's astounding to me that this young lady thinks that, you know what I'm saying, her stepdad is just like a lazy bum, but he made money, but, you know, he didn't emotionally there. And it's like, at the end of the day, no, men don't move that way. Men do not move that way. That shit is crazy.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Let's keep going.
I would say a little bit, I feel.
A little bit?
I feel like he probably didn't want to maybe overstep boundaries, but I feel like for her, since I'm older than her, I can see it you know, because she's 18 and I'm 26 and I don't live with them. I go home and visit. So I can see, you know, where I feel like he's a little bit in her life, a little bit more.
Right. But when she's 8 years younger than you. So when she was 8 and you were 16, did you have a car at 16?
I had a 17.
17, okay. Did he do anything for that car?
You mean like work on it? Yeah.
So he never had a job. He never made any money.
Legally.
I don't care legally. They don't ask if it's legal or not. Did he make money? Because what you're trying to basically say is your mama made all the money and he's a house dad and made nothing.
Right. Basically.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, then so he had money. All right. And you had a car at 17. Who bought that car?
From what I know, my mom.
Okay. Now, how you guys live in a house?
When I was younger or now?
Now watch Brother Kevin Sanders. I'm talking about
what
break this all the way down.
Think about?
Now this is where it gets definitely interesting right here. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna break it down, wrap this thing up in such a, I'm talking about the bow is gonna be so fucking beautiful. It's gonna be damn near really, well, it's gonna be off the chain. Let's keep going.
Yes, lived in a home.
Were you living in a home by the time you graduated from high school?
What is it?
Were you living in a home by the time you graduated from high school?
Yes.
Okay, so the home was in whose name?
My mom's.
So if he was making money illegally, everything had to be in her name.
And that's the point. That's the whole point.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
That's the whole point. See, this is what women don't understand. Even about men that are in the game. When you in the streets and shit like that too, you know what I'm saying? You have to come up with creative ways of keeping your money and also at the same time though, keeping it stacked the proper way. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And of course, let's say she's 26 today, so this would have been like early 2000s, maybe late 90s, something like that, you know, when he was maybe doing things, stuff like that. Yeah, at that point in time, you know, yeah, he probably did, you know what I'm saying, do some things. I mean, you know, I don't know. But at the same time though too, going by what she's saying about him, if he did do some things, of course he would have had to put everything in her mama's name. I mean, let's just keep this 100. He would have had to.
Do you think your mom actually had a man in this house that wouldn't see? His money is there, but she's getting all the credit.
Right.
I'm about to blow your mind right now. At 17 years old, you got a car, right?
Yes.
He got a 9-year-old daughter in there. Every dollar he put in your mouth should have been in her mouth. Because that's his blood.
Yes.
So every single solitary dime he put into you, that's love. Because it should have been over in his blood.
I agree with you. I'm not bashing him. I'm just.
Well, I'm saying you were bashing him. I'm just saying.
Kind of, sort of are.
Against an
you kind of, sort of.
Unfair standard. Like, it's like, I don't wish this on him, but I have friends who died recently. If he died, you wouldn't be worried about this. You'd be like, oh my God, that's my daddy. That's the only daddy you know. And because he wasn't perfect, neither was your mama. Neither are you. I'm gonna ask you one real hard question. Real hard. Would you want your child to speak of you in this way?
Hey, real quick, I need to tell you about it.
Hey, and I guarantee you she don't. I guarantee you she don't. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you.
Period.
I feel like in different settings, I feel like if you want to be honest and you have a chance to break it down fully, yes, I feel like it's okay. But the way it may come off like now, no.
I mean, either way it go. Either way it go. When it comes off, it comes off. Now you talking about in certain places and things like that, I mean, you know, you still, either way it go, you still sound like you throwing them motherfucker up under the bus, B. You know what I'm saying? You still sound like you throwing your stepdad up under the bus. I mean, just keep it real. And a bus that's not even there, because actually he was there with you, took care of you, with you not even his own child biologically. You know what I'm saying? And then you mean to tell me all this stuff that this man been doing? See, that's the thing with you new age women. Y'all need to start looking at the optics of what men do for you. That's the whole damn point. Start looking at the optics of what men do for you, because that's how we show love. You need to understand this is the way it goes right here. We do certain things. When we fix your damn car, or when we pay this bill for you, or when we do this and that, and it comes out of our pockets, or we have to physically, manually do something. That's how we're showing love. We're not gonna show you all this super extra ass emotional bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, yeah, when I'm feeling frisky, yeah, I'm gonna want to be all over you like a, you know what I'm saying, like yeah, I'm gonna be all over you then. I'll put it that way.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
But other than that, you know what I'm saying, let me be off to the side, thinking to myself, coming up with more plans to keep us, goddammit, from being in poverty and shit, and goddammit, you know what I'm saying, make me a sandwich and leave me the fuck alone.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
And that, my sisters, is how you keep a man.
Well, sounds like he's a. I mean, I'm gonna take for the sake of argument that his money was made illegally. He stayed out of jail, he stayed under the radar, and he stayed in your life. That's a hell of a thing.
Can we give a round of applause for that? And you know, I'm gonna give a round of applause for that, you know what I'm saying? Cause definitely, you know, listen to what brother Kevin just said. Kevin just said about this young lady's stepfather, that if he was out there in the streets, you know what I'm saying? If he was out there doing something, gaining money, things would have to be in her mama's name, okay? Then on top of that, if he made it through all that, never went to jail, and then you mean to tell me that at the end of the day, he was still in the household every single day, taking care of your dingbat ass, you know what I'm saying, looking after you and your mama, also thought enough of her to give her a second child on top of that, that he would have to be responsible for, not only being responsible for you on top of that already too. You mean to tell me why are you throwing this man under imaginary buses, man?
And what the French toast is there to think
imaginary about? Buses. This shit is crazy. You can't make this shit up, man.
Yes.
And he provided for a daughter that ain't his, and he's still doing it.
Yes.
Be grateful that you have one. And your mother's not perfect. That's what I'm saying. Be grateful. And see, it's part of the problem today with, I'm gonna make it back to modern women. Part of the problem is y'all want everything. You're impatient. And it's like, you want this, you want that. And if a stepfather, I'm gonna tell you how men are gonna hear this. Men are gonna hear, Jesus Christ, this man stepped into a young girl's life when her dad died. And listen to how she's talking about him on Instagram 25 years later. That's how men are gonna hear that. It's like, what the is there any honor in being a stepfather? That's how men are gonna hear that.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
But for women who think of men, we have become so dehumanized in y'all's eyes. We're either utilities or something to be feared. And I'm like, I don't know if you really, I get where your heart is. You're like, well, I think it would be okay if I had a chance to flesh it out. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't think your father would want to hear. I just think you're just being a little too hard on him. You should be happy and grateful for what you have. And that's what this time of year is for, is to be grateful for what you have. I have a friend right now who's burying one of his best friends.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, that's what it is. This is the time of year to be grateful for what we have. You know, that's the whole Christmas, the Jesus Christ in the manger. That's the whole story. You got a lot, young lady. You had a man.
I don't have one now.
Your father.
Yeah, but I guess that stem from me just basically trying to get advice on, you know, just because I never had sit down conversations. I guess in my mind, I am envisioning this perfect person, like, you know, like you said,
Right.
which is not fair at all.
It's not fair. It's not. He can't live up to the man you never met. It's like, you know, to not to overly minimize this, but Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have been in the news a lot recently.
Mm-hmm.
And Jada was very public and having really loved Tupac.
Yeah, now this is throwback a little bit.
Will Smith lived a lot of his life angry at Tupac because Tupac died when he was young. The myth, the legend, people can only get greater. And every day Will's is alive, he can be a failure. He farts, he belches, he does not. Your father is human. You get to see all the things, and your father and your biological father is a picture. But the man who taught you how to ride a bike, the man who kissed your head at night, the man who gave you a thermometer and rubbed your head when you had a fever, the man who may not have been involved in your life as much as you like to, but he would kill for you. And I've known women like that who always want their fathers to be more in their lives, like some Disney movie or whatever. That's not what we do. We need to start judging. And this is the problem, because so many of our women have lost contact with who we are as men, that you don't even know how to appreciate us for our uniqueness. You want us to be more like women. We are not.
Hey, yo.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
He said it, so I didn't have to. I'm just saying. You know, but it is what it is, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I really hope from this live this young lady did, you know, take something away from this and better herself and better her mental process about, you know, her father, basically, because that's who he is. Let's just keep it real. That is her father. That's how that shit goes down. You know what I'm saying? You know, the old school saying used to say, it's not about blood, it's about who raised you. Now, in some cases, yes, certain circumstances happen in life. That's kind of how that goes. But if you're able to have blood, then you damn sure should get blood. I mean, I'm just gonna be real with that. You know, but it's a shame, man, this young lady around here throwing this her father basically up on the imaginary buses. I mean, like, man, wow. But it is what it is, though, man. Shout out to all my subscribers out there. You know what I'm saying? I see I'm at that 1,100 and something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, man, hey, shout out to y'all, man. I sure appreciate it at all times, man. Y'all, please, you know what I'm saying, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Please get down in those comments for me, man. Let me know something. Let the bottom line news know something out here. It's okay. I really do appreciate it. I really would appreciate it if y'all do so, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I always say about this time, that, my friends, is the bottom line.